You know, lately sources have been saying that I'm too masculine. I'm too much of a man. I'm too strong. I grow too much facial hair. I am the pinnacle of what an alpha male would say is a man. You may be asking, who are these sources saying you're too masculine? I'm not going to give away my sources, okay? That would be rude, okay? They asked to be anonymous. I will keep them that way. So, no more questions about them, alright? But even though I'm willing to protect these sources, I will say I did not take heed of what they were saying, because I'm like, I'm not too manly, you know, I'm not too just rough and tumble, you know, I have a feminine side to me, you know? I like things that women like, maybe. But the more I see myself and the longer I go on, I go, you know what, maybe they're correct, you know? Maybe they're right. You know, I have a softer side to me, but people don't seem to see that. So I thought, you know, I need to be a little bit more feminine. I need to embrace my feminine wiles that are in me, alright? At the moment, I'm 95-5. I want to be like 80-20, 75-25. And I was thinking of ways, how could I make myself more feminine? I then remembered a tweet I saw 2 months ago telling people how to act more feminine. I went, that's what I need. I need a 3-minute video about how to act more feminine, because once again my sources were saying too manly, it makes me sick, and I said it's fine. I then remembered in my most dire hour that there was a video going around a couple months ago telling people how to be more feminine. And you're probably wondering, who's this video by and what site's it on? Well, it's on Twitter, which is the only place you'd find a video so inane, and it's by the representative of femininity everywhere, love music and dance, which is the women, they be dancing and listening to music, so I've been told. As you can see from this little screenshot, there are different types of movements. There's masculine movement, and then there's feminine movement. We want to embrace the feminine movement today, and I'm going to be partaking in a few of these, because, once again, I'm too manly. It's enough. People are saying it's enough, so I'm going to copy some of these feminine movements and see if I can become more feminine and embrace the feminine side of myself. So, let's begin. As you can see from the first clip, the stark differences between the masculine and feminine movement. My eyes are open now. My eyes are open. I can see that there are 2 different ways to pick up a water bottle. Who would have thunk it? Luckily enough for me, I do have a water bottle here, and I am sitting in a chair. So I think now is as good a time as any to practice the new way to pick up the water bottle. The feminine way. Alright, first I gotta straighten up. Hang on. And then I gotta cross my legs unnecessarily, squishing my nuts in the process. I think that's perfect. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to femininely pick up my water bottle. It might be hard, I might get it on the first attempt, because as we know, I'm a very manly man. One of the most manly men of all time. So, you know, I've got to train that out of me. Here we go. Alright. So, hang on. Yeah, I've got to have it, I think, out here. I'm pretending to listen to someone talk absolute shit. Sorry, I was attempting to not gulp, because that's not feminine. Hang on, let me try that again. Gulped again. I gulped again. Did you hear that? I remember that I cannot be serving water bottle. Water bottle must serve me. So I think that was pretty good. I think we'll stop there, because it's too much. Okay, the boys can't handle it anymore. It's getting a bit sore down there. Well, after that, I'm feeling more uncomfortable and feminine already. It feels really good. Now, this one I was confused, because usually serving is good, so I'm told. In this instance, it's not. It's masculine. Yuck. Can I be completely honest with you for a second? I don't know the difference between them both picking up the cup, except for one slightly more forward, closer to the cup. You know, to prevent spillage, I'd assume. Now, I don't want to get nitpicky because Love Music and Dance is obviously the leader in knowing what a feminine movement is. But I feel like the cup is not doing the serving on the feminine side. I feel like you're doing more work because you're kind of, you're sitting up straight and having to bring the cup to you. And, I don't want to nitpick. Again, I don't want to nitpick. But the one on the left looks like it's an easier go of it. Am I starting to see a pattern in the difference between masculine movement and feminine movement? Not yet, but it's getting close. But you know what? In my attempt to embrace my feminine side, I will try this. Okay, I'll try doing it the feminine way. All right. Well, this one I don't have to cross my legs at least. I just need to like this. All right, I can do that. I can have my thighs stick together. That's no problem. Now, forgive me. I don't have a table in front of me. But just pretend I'm not holding it. Pretend it's floating, or just on a table. Just pretend it's not me holding it. Okay. Hang on. Hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone. Hang on. That could have been bad. I could have almost been embarrassed there. Okay, I've got it. How's this? This is not a very effective way of stirring your coffee. Okay, then you put it down on your imaginary plate. Do not put it in your mouth. Whatever you do, okay? Any joy that comes from licking the spoon, forget about it. All right, get that out of your sick head. Like that. Hold it like that, or we for it. That's not how you hold a mug. I want to get this right, okay? I'm trying to bring out my feminine wiles here. Oh, hang on, posture check. All wrong. It was all wrong. Hang on. That coffee is good. Okay, I think I did pretty well there. My back is quite sore now after having good posture for all of 2 minutes. But if I want to be a feminine beauty, I've got to have good posture. Put myself through vast amounts of pain. Wow, I had less fun than I've ever had drinking out of a cup, which I didn't think was a thing that would ever become an aspect in my life, because I just thought drinking out of a cup would be the same every time. But once again, I've been proven wrong. Now this next one I'm not going to do because I just can't be bothered. I will say I don't get it. This one I just don't get. I mean, you may say this one you don't get. Aren't they all a bit insane? And I'll say yes, but this one especially, I'm not picking up what Love Music and Dance, it's very hard to remember that name, is putting down. I mean, I don't. I'm not sure what's going on. Do you wear your clothes or do your clothes wear you? I've heard that before. Shut up. Sounds like one of those stupid philosophy questions that artists always put out there. Who cares? Just put the shirt on. But then the other one's like, are you wearing confidence or fabric? Fabric. You can't wear confidence. You can exude confidence. You can have confidence. You can't wear confidence. And again, I know I'm nitpicking Love Music and Dance, but idiot. But I think that's fair. What's this got to do with anything? And you'll say to me again, what does any of this have to do with anything? And I'll say, you're right. The soup one's an interesting one. I can see the differences there. My only thought is, that's a hard way to eat soup. And I don't know if, for the viewers out there, they know what soup is. It's a liquid that you eat. It can be chunky, can be not, but most of the time it's mainly liquid. Liquid with spoon, very hard to get to mouth, especially if the bowl's far away. If you're just sitting there and you're going in with the soup and then bringing it to you, that's not going to end well. Don't wear white, I will say. Once again, I'll try it, okay? I'll do anything. Love dancing music. I'll do it. All right, fine. I'll do the soup now. I feel like the soup's going to be the hardest because the way she does it, that's a spill waiting to happen. And I've got to make sure I do everything right. So firstly, okay, so just pretend my left hand is the table. Okay, everyone pretending? Good. Okay, you got to scoop it away, which I've never done before. I feel like I always go like that. But that's a stupid man way of doing it, so I'm going to do it this way, alright? Steady is the hand that cuts the something. And I'm not allowed to put it on the table, so I guess I just hold it now till I finish. Oh, you know what I did wrong? I just remembered. No licking of the spoon. I put the whole spoon in my mouth. What am I, an ape? Okay, let's try it again. All right, putting it in front ways, like some cretin. That soup's good. I will say one thing about this. I've never been so nervous to eat soup my whole life. Every step of the way I thought I was going to spill it. I'm not going to question love music and dance. It's not my place. Well, I'm glad that soup was only water, because I'm wearing a white shirt, and if that was actual soup, I don't know if I'd ever be able to get that out. You're lucky I did use water, love music and dance, because you'd be footing the bill for this shirt. I think it's enough of this video. Move how you want. Do what you want. Be merry. Don't let the soup drop on your shirt, okay? Don't do it. You look like a fool. No one cares if you slouch. Put your elbows on the table. What does that even mean? Where else am I supposed to put my elbows? Just let them just float there? Come on! Anyway, I think what we've learned today is, following this, you will not learn to surf. If you came here to learn to surf today, I'm sorry, because it's not happening. It's not happening. Okay? This video is a farce. This video basically taught me nothing. If anything, it taught me how to spill stuff on my shirt, which I already knew how to do. I've done it many times before, and I'll do it many times in the future. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'll see you later. And remember, I have no outro.
Shifty Drongo. I love Shifty Drongo.